guys, welcome back. This one gonna be a long one, so you better get a cup of tea or coffee and hang on for the ride. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm on my desk, and as you saw from the intro, it's a little bit of a fall theme, you know, with a fall, blowing into fall now, because it's actually, today is actually Thanksgiving Monday in Canada. Happy Thanksgiving. Got my coffee. So this is all about, you know, having a coffee with me and just checking out my notebooks and art journals. I got about 4 of them here, and they all kind of serve a different purpose. Some people who watch this channel maybe, you know this one. Seen this one before, so I think I'm going to do that one last, because that one is the one that most people probably still remember. Okay, so if you want to take a sneak peek into my art journals and sketchbooks, come with me and let's do that. Okay friends, I think we're going to start with the smallest one. That's pretty much a sketchbook. Okay, so this cute little one is a moleskin. I got that couple of years, maybe 3 years ago. And I kind of still want to write something down here, because it's kind of nice to put some notes down. So the first page here, I just started experimenting with masking fluid actually. This is watercolor. Some mountain range, and I just used simple blues. That's when I was first started getting back into painting a couple of years ago. Same here, same kind of concept. Simple. That was probably 2018 or 2017. I should have dated it. There is a self-portrait, somewhat. Watercolor. This is a mixed media. I actually really like this one, and I should actually try to put it in a bigger on paper piece. There's watercolor, ink. I think there's some acrylics on here and some crayons. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I really actually liked it. It was one of those late night doodles, or whatever, scribbles. Then here I wanted to get into a concept of really just simplifying a landscape, because my child made kind of a very simple sort of oh, what's her name? The very famous painter from Vancouver Island, Emily Carr painting. And this is actually, you can't see it because this is green on the back, it's blowing it out. This is a sort of like a Christmas design I tried to do. Christmas trees. In a simple style. Oh, going the wrong way, sorry. Then, there's some color pencil studies. There were water soluble ones. Just need to put this down a bit. I really like that. A lot of fun playing with that. Then this is I think it's pencil. Yeah, I think it's pencil or charcoal, or a combination. Some drawing study. And here's an abstract painting of a lady. It's kind of like Picasso style. This is the total opposite. This is supposed to be more realistic. I can't get rid of this black spot on here. She does not have a wart. You can't really see it in the picture. But yeah, maybe now you can. This is a portrait of, what's her face? Claire Boy, that plays the Queen and the Crown. The TV series. I really love that series. Go watch it. More watercolor studies, sort of like I got into illustrations. Same thing here. I used some metallics. I like these, they're cute. Then I was trying to do some doodling on watercolor, which didn't come out too well because you can't really see it on the camera, because the pens I used, they were kind of cheap. I like the concept, but yeah. Anyway, that's what sketchbooks are for. This was something else underneath. I played with some abstract color, florals. I think I put some gesso on here to try to get rid of whatever was underneath. I can't remember. Oh, the camera's getting really bright. The light. Then here's some more illustrations. I have videos on these ones, I think. They were a lot of fun. I think I did them outside, but there was some bleeding through. Then I went on vacation to a beach town, or yeah, a coastal town in on the coast of Sunshine Coast, Vancouver. This was the first day we went to a private island, sort of like there's only like 3 or 4 people live there. It was really beautiful. Like these are these trees. I can't remember what they're called. They're really prevalent there. Yeah, it was a really cool experience. We went swimming, and usually it's freezing because it's like it's northern Pacific, so it's not very warm, but actually it was really warm because it was a hot year. And then this is the same from the same trip. This is sort of an inlet, the mountains on both sides, and there was a lot of boats going by, and that's really a beautiful spot. We ate lunch there. Then the friend I was staying with, she had a little pot with a bunch of little flowers. I can't remember what they're called, so I was sketching them. And then because we were at the sea, I love sea turtles. This is not the best sea turtle in the world, but kind of tried out working with gold metallic pen. Then I got into pattern making because I used to have a account at, I think I still have it, Vida. They make sustainable clothing and stationaries. They source it from like the Equal Pay and I can't remember, whatever it's called. It's a really good organization, but nobody bought my designs, so that's that. This one I like. This is a landscape with watercolor pens. I don't have those anymore. They're all dried up. And I think I just used some acrylics, or no, I used crayons. So I really like this one too. Then there's just some doodling. I felt there's some more landscapes. I wanted to get into landscapes, so I wanted to practice them. I never really got them on canvas or paper. I don't know why, because I kind of like them. The same concept. It's watercolor with crayons and pens. This one is a really dark one. I like that one too. Here, I really like this one because it's great if we're traveling. This one and my watercolor koi kit with the water pencil, a water brush, sorry, is awesome to take on trips, but couldn't go on trips this year. So this is the first mixed media piece I did, and it was just about this time of the year. Obviously, as you can see, I used paper napkins and some gesso and inks. I still can smell the ink, and a lot of glazes rather than, because I had glazes from porcelain painting, and some pencil. And I actually really like this one. An artist friend of mine really liked this one too. So who knows, maybe I'm gonna frame it someday. It's just a little bit too dark for me. Like it is the time of the year, and like it reflects what it is about, but it's just a little dark. And here I went on with the season theme. This one is in November, so I did again, put napkins down. You can see here a little bit, that's how the napkins look like. I think I have some left somewhere. And Then I just kind of filled in my trees, a town, some bushes and snow. I like this one too, but they're all kind of cute. And here I used some modeling paste. No, not modeling paste. Some kind of a medium, acrylic medium, thickening medium to make some texture. I was following a course or instructions by Ivy. Oh, what the heck is her last name? I can't remember. I'm going to put all the information, if I have any, down in the description. You can go check out the people I followed and try to get inspiration from. It's just a pretty interesting abstract. I think I don't mind it. Oh, here's another abstract. You can actually go like this. You see it better. Here I did use modeling paste, and I used stamps and tried to get the texture in, and used glazes and acrylics and chalk. Still haven't fixed over it. It is not as light as it looks on here because of the camera, but I really like this one too. Actually, it's kind of like different, sort of like windows. I really enjoyed doing that. Then, oops, wrong way again. Gosh, I just can't get it right. Then I got into these hockey-inspired mixed medias. I chose a hockey player I liked. I actually wanted to put these into charity carts for the hockey, for the kids that can't play or have no money to get equipment, but I never did. But I kind of like the concept. Abstract portrait I did here. Kind of enjoyed it. This is one. This is Carey Price, if anybody knows, cares about hockey. If you're not from Canada, you probably don't. And I didn't put anything on this side because I wanted to take them out and scan them. This is Sidney Crosby, same thing. The other guy was a goalie, that's why he had the bigger glove on. I also kind of like this. They all kind of look like Roman heroes. That was kind of the Roman warriors. That was kind of the idea of the whole concept. You got that one. And then the last one had to do Post a Lady. This is Lily Wickenheiser. She's one of the Hall of Famer lady hockey players, female hockey players. I think I didn't put a stick in here. I don't really know why, but came out really nice. I do like it. It kind of looks way better in real person because the camera can't pick up all the details because it's kind of glary. Then I started watching The Crown, as I said before, with that little. So I started watching The Crown, as I mentioned before, in that sketchbook. This is when she is little, young. She goes to school, and she finds out later that what she learned in school was not actually useful for her. Well, some of the Constitution stuff, but not. She had no other education she really got, so doesn't really look like her. But I kind of still like it. This is the same concept as the other ones. I printed out a black and white picture. I glued it on. I put different papers and magazines pieces, glued them on here. Then painted over them. Painted on top of it with crayons, acrylics, and pens. And yeah. And created these multimedia pieces. I really actually like this one too. It would be really cool to make a real portrait like that. So many ideas in my head. Here we go again. Again, I don't know why I didn't. I could have. Maybe I wanted to take this out. Who knows? I didn't use the back side of it. This is a piece I did for a course I did, an online course. Paint Your Heart and Soul, it was called. This piece was more about staying to the same color tones, such as use white and black, I think. I can't remember. And you had to write something. I had a hard time to get this face right. It's not really still right. The nose is a little weird, but it's kind of better than it was. And I had a hard time with the proportions. I kept changing it all the time. But it is what it is. So these are all from that course. This one I had a lot of fun. They were all different teachers. They have one project we were doing. So, and this one was sort of like a clownish, fun mixed media. And they're like Alice in Wonderland. I love that movie, the movie. So that's why I came up with this. Same thing. I used a lot of collage on the back and just layered it up and started painting on it. The person is not collage, like I didn't use. This is actually my painting. This is a collage piece, and this was also my painting. I just used a cloud shaped, I think it's like a notepad or something, paper. Yeah, I kind of like this one too. It was a lot of fun playing with textures and not worry about, I mean there's a composition, but not worry about values and all that stuff. This is another doodle painting. I can't remember if that's part of this or not. Maybe it was. I didn't follow all of them because some of them I didn't like, but that might have been. This is a very simple monotone painting with crayons and, you know, mixed media. Now, this one was definitely part of it, using watercolors. And you probably remember who this is. A famous painter from Mexico. Yeah, I really like this one too. I like that the water's all running down. And it took me a long time to do the faces. I'm not very good at faces, but I didn't want to make the big eyebrows that she has, and that sort of. I just wanted to make it my own. So yeah, I like this piece too. This is mostly just watercolors and pens and crayons, I think. And this one was I don't remember. I think this is not part of that course anymore because I kind of stopped at some point because they were all sort of the same, and I didn't want to learn the same thing over and over again. This is more by an artist of Alisa Burke is her name, I think. Her stuff looks a lot like this. She has more shades and stuff in it, but she does a lot of just puts paint down and then she doodles on top of it. And I enjoyed that too. I think this is the last one. I need to do more in here. Again, this was actually a live painting on my channel when I was still allowed to do lives, because now I can't because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. So subscribe so I can do live paintings on my phone, because I don't really want to buy a camera, but maybe I have to. So I used inks, and then I used, I don't know if it was watercolor, probably watercolor on top, yes, to make this goldfish. I actually really like this painting too. It's cute, it's just fun, free, no real, worry about anything, just having fun painting. And I like it when I went over top and gave that water effect. So this is the second one. Okay, now we have my fun cake and cookies cookbook. I turned into a art journal. I need to do a cover and all that, of course, but I had a lot of fun because I really like it because it has these rings. So this book, art journal, is all about my trip to the States last year for my 50th birthday, 2019. I went with my mother. So this is when we went to the desert, close to the Grand Canyon in Arizona. We took a bus tour, so we went to a few states. Make this a little closer. There. Yeah, and I like this is the Joshua trees they got there. I think it's a Joshua Tree National Park maybe, or something like that. This one I did use some collaging on the back, as you can see. I used acrylics, crayons, and Pens. That here is about, it's sort of the same concept, but it's just the one Joshua tree and some writing. I kind of like this one. Also just, you know, sort of abstract, fun painting. So now, this is upside down, as you can notice. Then we went to Vegas. Actually went to Vegas first, but it is not in the order we went. I just felt like painting this or that. This is gessoed first, and then I used acrylics, fluid acrylics I think. And then I used some black acrylics and some, I think maybe some pens, yeah, and markers. I think it came out okay. Some fun, colorful painting like Vegas should be. Then we went to California and we're looking at the farms, all the fruit and vegetable farms. The growing belt was amazing. Actually, some of it was really shocking and horrible. But I really loved the little farms when they had their barns and they had all set up their fruit and vegetables, and outside with all these beautiful palm trees. That picture I took, this is one of them. I really love this picture. Here I just used, I think I used watercolor and acrylics and a little bit of pen maybe. Yeah, a lot of fun. It just really says California to me, if you ask me. I mean, it could be Florida too, I guess, because of the palm trees. Then actually I went to San Francisco first. This is kind of a reverse thing, whatever. This is the art gallery, I think that's what it's called. Exhibition, part of the exhibition ground from the World Exhibition in 1980? I have no idea. Can't remember when. Doesn't really matter. Was it the 30s? I don't know. They built this really cool looking old, sort of like Roman or Middle East looking, sort of like temple looking thing. It is huge. Like the person is maybe a little dot there. And then yeah, you stand under there. It's amazing. Really love this building. And had this beautiful pond in the front, and just the reflection was really cool. This is all watercolor. I only used 3 colors, I think. Yellow, different, yeah, I just made it darker, lighter, and blue. Actually, yeah, and the green, 3 colors. It actually just was like this, but then I decided to put this on to make it, I don't know. I kind of should have done that, but whatever. I really like the painting. It's actually collab with, what's his name? Krishan. He has a channel all about illustration kind of thing. And this is another picture of the growing fields, more when we drove by. And then I didn't take this picture. This is a stock photo I used because we were driving, couldn't really take a good picture, but I really like this. This is all just watercolor. Simple, easy watercolor painting. I really love this. With the different shades and tones. Also a journal that I repurposed. So at the beginning, that's the first one, I guess, eh? So I used a lot of, I can't go all the way. I used a lot of collages at the beginning. And I really like this flower abstraction. So this was in June when I started this one. I really love this one. There was like I just had the purple magazine page underneath here. And I was just starting building up on it, and yeah, made these flowers. I think it's all acrylics. And this one is a sunset, and I like it in the blue sunset rather than always having that red. Again, it's kind of starting to crack here, but that's okay. There's also paper underneath, and I just painted on top of it with acrylics and some pens. I like this one too. This is a fun page. I'm coming into July here. I'm going a lot to the lake and to the swimming and stuff, and there's a lot of boats on there. So I decided to make it fun and just make a whole spread out of the two pages. Just a fun summer page with stickers and mostly acrylics, but also pencils and stencils, and yeah. I had a lot of fun with this one. Coming into August, I love flowers. This is gladiolas. The picture here underneath the collage piece is actually not gladiolas. It was another other flowers, but I decided to do gladiolas because gladiolas is kind of like an August flower, and my favorite. And August is my birthday. So yeah, I kind of just painted over it and made it my own. I love this, but this one also is super cute. Also gladiolas. And I like all the different quotes. So if you want to know about the quotes, you need to go watch the videos. I explain in there. Now we're getting to the end of August, early September down here. I like sunflowers, so I decided to put on this, on top of this page, that sunflower, and that's done with watercolors, pretty sure. Just another quote, September. So this is watercolor, and this is an abstract sunflower done with inks, alcohol inks. Oops, you can't see. This is really cool too. Really want to do some more of this. I had a lot of fun just playing around and doodling. Now we're getting really into September, fruit and vegetable picking season. This was just a simple watercolor drawing. I just used the watercolor right out of the pan. I didn't mix anything. I just put a little bit of shadows and lights in there, and that's it. More of an illustration page. And this one is going back to school, even though it's kind of later, but I saw this on the calendar and really enjoyed, thought this is a fun picture to do, and kind of replicated a little bit. There's also watercolors. I think I didn't put anything underneath on top of it. I can't remember. Some of these pages I put another piece. Oh yeah, I did. There is a magazine piece on top of this one. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. This is the last one I did. It's just video not too far back. I did the idea was I took this picture when I went for a walk. I really like this. It's kind of like a mini prairie sort of look to it. These are birch trees, and there's pine trees in the back, and there's a lot of grass in the front. What I wanted to do is do it the traditional way, how it actually sort of looks, and then use other colors to do the other side of it. So make one big spread. I made a boo-boo there, but well. Yeah, I think it really came out fun. I did not actually put any other paper on top of it. I just used the page that was there. I don't mind the writing behind it. It actually kind of makes it more look like a journal. Yeah, that's... Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Leave a comment. Okay, please leave a comment. I don't get enough comments. Come on now. I'm going to finish my coffee here, and you have a good week or whatever, whenever you watch this video. Make sure you watch the previous video. I'm going to link it up here or there, whatever the link is, and down and below. Okay, see you in my next video.